Hey guys, Ricardo here, and welcome to another blog tech tips. And of course, guys, in today's unboxing, I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and of course, this is my first Pro Series iPhone, and of course, coming from a person that normally uses Android. All right, although I do use iPhones as well, I do own iPhones, but I've never tried out the Pro Series. So this year, as a part of the 17 series, there are good things have been said about the 17 Pro Max. So I went for this version, which is the nice, bright, and bold orange color. So out of all the colors, the orange is the one with the most pop and the most sought after. So I decided to go with this one. Next to this one, I like the blue. And of course, as you can see here, this is the product, and I'll be doing a full unboxing. If you like the video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. All right, so let's get straight into the unboxing. So this is the box of the iPhone 17 Pro. And of course, you can see it, very beautiful design as you see the product, no text, and it's just plain and nice and straightforward. All right, so if you look at the side of the box, the color does continue. Here you can see the iPhone markings. There's iPhone logo to the front and to the back. To the back of the device, guys, we have the seals here, which is keeping the box to inspect to make sure that you can see that it's not open. The serial information is right here, and including the IMEI number, and it's very important that you pay close attention to the information here. You can actually use the serial information to check the product in the box to see if it matches on the Apple website to tell whether or not you're getting a real product. All right, so of course it gives some cool information here. Do note that the iPhone 17, as it says here, the Pro Max uses USB Type-C, and of course only the charge cable is included in the box. And of course it requires an eSIM, so that's very important. And of course the US variant is the variant that we have here, and it doesn't come with a SIM. If you are in other countries, some countries still do include the SIM and various SIM configurations. So the eSIM is what's going to be needed for this one, as it's the US version. All right, so let's get straight into opening this up. And of course, you see the Apple logo and branding. Of course, it says Apple Incorporated, one Apple Parkway, and you can look at the information here. And of course, there's a nice tab here for you to tear. So of course, this is the first this has been opened. So we're gonna tear the tab. There you go. So we're gonna remove that one, and we're gonna remove the second tab. All right, so it comes off very nicely, and we're gonna open this up. All right, so there you go, and even better in person. So of course you can see the picture compares to the real thing. All right, so the real thing is always better. The box, as always, is Apple's nice reinforced boxing to keep the device from slipping around. So it's very well packaged. So of course you can see the iPhone 17 Pro Max itself, and it comes with this beautiful tab right here to lift it up. All right, so we're gonna place this down, and we're gonna look at all the things that come inside of the box. So first of all, you have the phone itself. All right, so one of the things I recommend is that for every one of these devices that you do go ahead and get a case, and we have a case lined up. We'll have a review of that as well. We'll have the installation of the screen protector and everything. So we're gonna put this aside. All right, so inside of the box, this is what you get. And it's been a while since I've done one of these unboxing of these iPhones. Now, one of the things I like straight away is that how Apple has included the cable. However, this is a new style. This is a braided cable. So if you look very carefully or closely, you'll notice that the cable itself comes with a nice braiding. All right, this should be USB Type-C. And of course, as we open it up, you can see it's USB Type-C, and it comes in a very nice white color. My only concern is because this is not plastic, it will pick up dirt easily. All right, so it doesn't look bad. However, it will take some care to keep this clean. All right, so here we have, it says iPhone, and this is the section right here. So we're gonna pull this out, and let me look at this. All right, so it's a kind reminder to remind you that you do no longer need a SIM, as eSIMs are used now as a part of the device. So of course it has no physical SIM tray unless you're in certain regions. I'm not sure if China is one of those regions or some other regions that still has their SIM port. So some countries do still have that, but the US variant, which we have here, goes with the eSIM. Now, one of the things I noticed right away is that Apple has gone for the very minimalistic design. You can see the recycle to show that this package is recyclable. And of course, they have reduced the material. And of course, the only thing that I don't like is that we didn't get a adapter brick, but that's not a problem as they do not include that anymore inside of the package. So it's very minimalistic. All right, so we're gonna put this aside. All right, so we're gonna look at the phone itself. So of course it is decent weight. You can see the back, and of course the infamous camera bump, 3 cameras, the flash, and of course the sensors and the knobs right there. You have this area here for the MagSafe, and of course we have the side of the device, and on the side of the device we have a button here, and of course volume up and down. I think this is the dedicated camera button or action button. Here we have 2 buttons again, so I'm not sure. This one might be the volume up and down, one might be the power. As I'm saying, I'm new to this device, so we'll have to figure that out, but it shouldn't be too hard. And of course Apple was nice enough to label everything. So there's the lightning port down, the charge port, which is USB type C, and you can see the speaker grills at the base right there, and Apple places some useful stickers here. So you can see it says power. So this broad one is the power, same as the other iPhones. And of course it says the camera button is here, and of course volume down, volume up, and you do get a button to put the device in silent mode. All right, so very nice. All right, so far very clean, very nice. All right, so you can see the device and you can inspect it. All right, so you can see the front as well, and you can see the screen. All right, so if we go ahead and we'll peel this off, and there you go, that's the front of the device. All right, so it peels right off, so you can check out the device all around. Very clean, very nice, and you can see the top of the device, and you can see the base of the device, the back of the device. All right, so far so good. And do remember, this is a unboxing and we'll not be doing a setup. We'll have separate videos for those. And of course, that's everything that comes inside of the package, right? And Apple so far did a solid job, so everything is looking quite nice. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end the tutorial here in terms of this unboxing. Check out the other video that will be linked in the description for the power up and testing, as well as future tutorials. And if you have any direct questions or suggestions in terms of tutorials you want to see, you can make those in the comments. All right, so I'm going to end the tutorial here. Do hope this was to your liking, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.